Yo, what up, though, world? It's your boy Mo Ager. We back once again, man. It's the NBA show. Oh yeah, now we talking about Kevin Love becoming a LA Laker with LeBron James. Woo! Okay, the theme of the LA Lakers bringing in older veterans is why not bringing in, a 32-year-old all-star in Kevin Love, who won the NBA championship with LeBron James back in 2016. LeBron James and Love made it to 4 straight finals appearances together, dating back to their time in Cleveland. Yeah. While the Cavs have certainly struggled without LeBron James, the organization will forever be in debt to his contributions to bringing the title to the squad, back in 2016. The city would never forget that run. As for Love, Sharp did not hold back. Love has not looked like himself in the recent years. We all know that. And Cleveland would like to make a move on him, However, that's proven to be a difficult task considering the market for a 32-year-old right now is virtually non-existent, Love seems to have a true understanding of his future and his role and what that will look like wherever he plays next season. Although he once was, one of the most talented big men in the league, those days are now gone, leaving the Cavaliers players no choice to adapt, you know what I mean? Here's a quote. If it is asked for me to have to pivot my career for a team to win, I am more than willing to do that. But I do feel like on that team, the Cavaliers, or whatever team I end up on, the USA team, this is definitely something that I can continue to progress towards. In the right way for anybody, really. It doesn't matter who I'm out there with or who I'm playing with out there on the floor. Kevin Love. The number 1. It might be during the offseason or it might be during the trade deadline. The real question is not if, but when. Kevin Love does have 2 more seasons under his contract with Cleveland. But we saw what happened with Blake Griffin in Detroit. A 2-year buyout is definitely possible. With Evan Mobley now on the roster, Kevin Love has only taken minutes from the young core of the future of the team. So he does not need to help Cleveland anymore. The Cavaliers are not going to find a trade partner that is willing to take Kevin Love's contract. They could not find, one for a guy like Andre Drummond and a same thing for Kevin Love. They may hold him until the trade deadline, hoping that someone is desperate, but it won't happen. We got reason number 2. Hey, Kevin Love is connected to not just one, but 2 of the LA members. Los Angeles, yes sir. The first player being our guy Kevin Love, LeBron James, yes sir. They played together and they won an NBA championship together in Cleveland. Despite being, the third banana and had the most moments in Game 7 in the clincher by shutting down Stephen Curry. Being a former teammate of LeBron James is natural for Kevin Love. Players not only have to get used to the way LeBron James plays the game, but all of the added attention that surrounds LeBron James as well. We have seen teams trade away role players that did not mesh well with LeBron James. So Love knows exactly what it takes to be on a LeBron James-led team and still seems to have a good relationship with LeBron. Also, that is not the only connection that Love has with the Lakers though. Love was also teammates with Russell Westbrook, and these two seem to have a great relationship as well. This aspect could be even more intriguing for Love, as he's gotten a chance to play with Westbrook in the NBA. There will be several contending teams competing for the services and the opportunity to get a guy like Love on their roster, but the decision will be on the Lakers instead of the Brooklyn or any other contenders, I believe, But what about the Los Angeles Lakers? Their side of things. Love has to make sense to the team, right? Hey, and reason number 3. Kevin Love will be a solid fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. We have already covered the cheap aspects of the situation and how the Los Angeles Lakers are not the most flexible when it comes to contracts they can sign in the offseason. Love checks the box, and he is overqualified for a minimum guy, even if he's not in his prime any longer. K-Love. This would be more than the Lakers simply getting a former All-Star at a discount rate. Since he is still getting paid by Cleveland, This would be giving the Lakers, an all-star that actually fits the team quite nicely. The Lakers have built out the roster after the trade with Westbrook. The biggest thing the team needs is shooting, but they also need depth at the center and power forward position. If the Lakers can get the members of the front court that can help with the spacing, that would be huge. There are cheap options though, such as Carmelo Anthony that could play the 4 in certain situations, and at that. Love is a traditional front court player that could not only space the floor, but can also bring traditional things that you want in the front court, rebounding and protecting the rim. And Love over the year has been known as a great rebounder, but a shot blocker, nah. But he will be better than Carmelo Anthony down low banging in the paint. Love's effort in recent years have not been great, but on a contender, he is bound to try more and have more of a positive impact. Just look at Blake Griffin last season. Love is a guy that the Lakers can give 25 minutes off the bench and can trust him in playoff games, that he will not self-destruct. That is a really great value considering the options they have this season, and they're very limited. How good is Kevin Love, though? A lot of playoff teams could use a big man with Kevin Love's skill set. Love is a solid rebounder and a shooter, and he could be a great piece for a starter or just coming off the bench. However, the experience he had in Cleveland over the last 4 years as opposed to his last 3 years has been very different. From 2014 to 2018, Love was a title contender with 4-time NBA Finals MVP, our guy LeBron James, leading the Cavs. As a matter of fact, the Cavs squared off against the Warriors, for 4 straight years in the NBA Finals and captured, one title in 2016. Following James' departure to Los Angeles for the Lakers in 2018, the Cavaliers became the worst team in the NBA, and that comes by no surprise. Love has been on the team during the whole rebuilding process. He gathered 12 points a game, 7 rebounds per game, while playing a career low in minutes at 24 minutes per game. For a bad Cavs squad last season, those numbers are far below his career averages at 18 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game. But no matter the stats, the Cavs were a much more efficient team with Love on the floor last season. Listen, the team's net rating was 2.5 points better with Love in the game, baby. Love's defensive abilities have taken a hit in a recent season. His 113.4 defensive rating was tied for 5th worst on a Cleveland team during the 2021 NBA campaign season. Okay, in conclusion, there is no question that Kevin Love would bring another veteran piece into the Lakers locker room and would fit perfectly with their system. Kevin Love, being once a contender, again would allow him to contribute on a winning team towards the latter stages of his career. Perhaps he would do so with the Lakers. So, NBA show family, do you think the Lakers should pursue our guy? For a cheap signing deal? Yes, sir. I played my last NBA season with Kevin Love. Great guy, hard worker, funny dude, really sarcastic guy, and I really enjoyed playing with him. And quite frankly, he's the one who gave me that quad contusion in practice, who sat me down for the whole entire preseason. So what up, Kevin Love, man? Hopefully you can finish out your career strong. It's the NBA show, man. Tap in, guys.